Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Alec's ice cream. I have the Triple Chocolate Blackout Cookie.
This is the sea salt caramel and the Nutty butter brittle.
These were $8.49 each at Whole Foods. They are not a full pint. It is only a 14-ounce container. So, same size as Van Leeuwen. You're not getting a full pint. I always like you to know that because $8.49, there's a lot you can get a full pint for $5. So just know that. This one is organic though. It's organic, pasture-raised, regenerative. It's gluten-free, this one is. So if you care about stuff like that, then this would be an option. This is, it says new all around the top.
All these do.
Special A2A2 cow's milk helps many folks with sensitivities enjoy dairy again. Organic, regenerative dairy and cane sugar help restore our earth. Happy gut, happy planet. Meet Triple Chocolate Blackout Cookie. Rich and decadent organic chocolate ice cream with chunks of dark chocolate cookies and a fudge swirl. It sounds
chocolate.
Sounds wonderful. It's 2.5 servings. 2/3 cup, 122 grams is 310 calories, or you can eat the entire 14-ounce container for 760 calories. And it's talking about the A2A2. I have had these laying out for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like you scooped it pretty easy.
Yeah. Was not bad at all. Yeah, you can see kind of the darker chunks in there.
Yeah, it's got some little chips or something there.
All right.
Almost tastes malty.
Okay. I get that.
It's not quite malty, but has a similar flavor. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say coffee, a little just.
I could see that.
But
yeah, it's all kind of that malty coffee.
But I think malt. I think malt is a much better description.
I'd also say that the little chocolate pieces in there, they're not hard. Like most of the time when you get chocolate pieces, they're kind of crunchy.
This is like it's cookie. That's what it is. It's supposed to be cookie.
No, it says one time.
Cookie right here. And it's cookie pieces. It has cookie.
Oh, and a fudge swirl. Okay. I like it.
I like it too. The cookies add a little bit of a grittiness to it. Like the whole thing, the texture, you're not getting any like just smooth or just creamy ice cream because it's like they put the cookies in a blender and so that's really fine, but it's throughout the entire thing. Yep. So there's no like little pockets of just ice cream. You're gonna get some of that gritty cookie texture in every single bite. I don't mind that though.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I can see the fudge swirl, but I don't know that it made a huge difference in the flavor. But
it just tastes like a really dark, rich chocolate. But there is plenty of sweetness, so it's not like you're really bitter chocolate or anything like that.
No, it's not bitter chocolate.
No, I think it's very nice.
Yeah.
I would eat that anytime.
Especially when they say it's a triple chocolate or something like that. Most of the time that tends to be really, really dark and bitter. This is not.
Yeah, so that's very enjoyable. This one is the sea salt caramel, smooth and creamy organic salty caramel ice cream with a rich sea salt caramel swirl. It is 290 calories for a serving or 710 calories for the container. Ooh, and this feels softer, like this container feels squishier because I've had it laid out. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh.
A big hunk of caramel.
Yes, and I got a big hunk of caramel here. Yeah, you see that big hunk of caramel? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, And I got, when I scooped it out, you could see it from there. I got a huge
Let's try not to get it first.
I know. I love how it's already so melty.
It's very soft. So what's the flavor? Just the ice cream itself? Because that's not vanilla.
No. Wow, that's delicious just by itself.
Alright, salted caramel ice cream. It's okay.
No, it doesn't taste like, I like it quite a bit. It's very, very sweet. I haven't had any of the caramel yet.
It kind of reminds me of that.
Goat milk?
Kind of. That really milky kind of caramel that you get from like the UK. A lot of times.
Ooh, that caramel. Did you get a big
Yes,
scoop?
I don't like it at all. That can go away. Go away from me. Be gone. I don't like that flavor. It's kind of like is it sweetened condensed milk? Where you make sweetened condensed milk, it has that very strong, like milky kind of flavor, cream flavor.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that has for me.
No, I agree. But
Some people will love it. Absolutely love it. For me, it's a little too strong in that way, but I don't know.
I'm one of the ones that love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's sweet.
And we did have some goat milk caramel that reminds me a lot of.
Yes, from Mexico.
Yeah.
And yes, that reminds me of that candy.
I don't think I liked it much either.
You didn't. You really weren't a fan. But
And you loved it.
Yes, it's extremely sweet. I love the thick chunks. There's literally like humps.
Oh yeah.
It's like, but it's like gooey caramel. It's not.
It's not that runny caramel though, but it's really not sticky caramel.
It's not going to
either.
stick in your teeth, but it's like a thick. It's like a really thick. Like when you start to stir it in the pan and it starts getting thick, but it hasn't melted completely. That's what it's like, is when it just starts to come together. I think it's wonderful. So, just two different opinions there. It's just going to depend on what you go for. I think it's very sweet.
It is very sweet. It's just that underlying flavor I don't like.
This is the one, though, I'm most excited about. The Nutty Butter Brittle. It says, let's see, salted almond butter swirled into browned butter ice cream with pieces of crunchy almond brittle. Now, I just know that they put so much caramel in that one. That's how much almond brittle, or the brittle, I'm looking for in here. Because I love brittle.
Well, one of the things about the salted caramel too is you couldn't avoid the caramel because the ice cream tasted the same way. So there was no avoiding that flavor at all. There's lots of stuff in it.
Yeah.
I do have to say this company's pretty good with the mix-ins.
With the mix-ins,
and the fillings and stuff like that. They do a pretty good job.
Okay.
Matter of fact, something like this one's going to be one, it'd be hard to get a bite that didn't have something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I tried to get a bite with as much of like ice cream as I could. And that's really nice. You still get a little bit of other stuff in it, but the ice cream itself is really nice flavor. What nuts are in here? Almonds? I think that's what it said.
It says, yeah.
The almonds are a little soft and like chewy. But everything else in there is pretty good. I was expecting to get like a brittle, like crunchy pieces. I'm not getting any of that.
No.
It tastes like that cooked brittle flavor, but all I'm getting texture-wise is creamy ice cream and these kind of chewy almonds.
Yes. So, a lot of you have commented telling me that you prefer no nuts whatsoever in your ice cream because they're never the texture that they should be. They're not crispy, crunchy like they should be. This is the same way. They're you can tell the difference, of course, but they're very, very little like
chips almost.
Chips. Yeah, they're like chips and they're very soft. So you are getting a different texture than the ice cream, but it's soft and it doesn't have what I consider brittle. I was expecting the same thing as you.
Little crunchy sugar pieces.
hunks of brittle.
I wish they'd have brittle pieces as big as the almonds in there, to where you bite into these little crisply crunchy pieces.
And you did not get it. You don't get any of that.
It does have that cooked caramely kind of sugar flavor, though.
It does.
Yeah. So you know it tastes like brittle, but yeah, it's really missing the crunchy piece.
But if I had gone into the store and spent $8.49, if I was looking at all the new ones, it would be like, oh, I would have picked that one. I would eat it, of course, but it wouldn't be my favorite in these out of these three.
Oh, out of the three, this is definitely my favorite.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but I didn't like the caramel one at all.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And I'm sure that's the one you're going to pick.
And you're not going to pick the chocolate.
No, the chocolate's
Kevin's
really
not
good
a
too.
chocolate ice cream person, though.
Yeah.
Normally, he's not going to pick something. And just like when we go somewhere and like they put a base of chocolate, well, it kind of overwhelms everything else.
Yeah.
So we like a base of vanilla. We both do.
I love ice cream with cake, but if they have chocolate ice cream with their cake, I won't get any.
Right, yeah.
Because I don't want the chocolate with cake. I want vanilla.
Right.
But anyway, that's just me, though.
You are right. I'm definitely going to pick the sea salt caramel as my favorite out of these three. So I would have been wrong because I would have bet that this one would have been my favorite.
And the only reason that's my favorite is because if this caramel hadn't had that kind of milky kind of flavor, I probably would have picked that one. But since it does, I just don't like it that much. So.
And it does taste different. It does. It does not taste like your traditional sea salt caramel. But it works for me. So some people are really going to be crazy about it. So we've seen this brand at Whole Foods. Maybe at the Fresh Market too.
There's another store that has this.
It must maybe the Fresh Market.
It could be.
You'll just have to look in your area and see if
I don't think the other store, whoever it was, and I think it was Fresh Market.
I think it was Fresh
They
Market.
didn't have the new ones.
Right.
They were just the other
exactly. But Whole Foods had all the new ones. Yeah. So you'll have to let us know if you plan to try any of these. I will have a picture for you at the end. And thanks for watching.